Hi, mathematicians. Okay, so remember that comparing greater than, less than, or equal to symbols are what we're going to be using. And when we are comparing fractions, we're comparing parts of a whole, and that whole happens to be the same whole. And here with this example, we're using visual models. If you have chosen this one, you are feeling comfortable with comparing with the same denominator or the same parts. And for this one, we're looking at different number of parts from the whole or different denominator. So this first one right here, we have 6 equal parts, which means that each part of the whole is worth 1/6, 1 out of 6 parts. And this guy down here, we have 5 equal parts. So we have each unit or each part of the whole is worth 1/5. So I'm imagining my granola bar that I cut up the other day. And if I had cut it into 4/6 and I was going to have 4 out of 6 parts, I could represent that as 4/6. And if my friend that I was compared with had 3/5, 3 out of 5 parts, and we wanted to compare those two fractions, we could see from the visual that 4/6 and 3/5 are not the same, but that we have 4/6 takes up more space than 3/5. And I can use my double checking trick, my cross multiplication, just to be sure. So let's see. Yep, this one ended up being bigger, so my cross multiplication confirmed that 4/6 is absolutely greater than 3/5. Here is another example. Here we've broken into 10 equal parts and 8 equal parts. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could just double check. Each one is worth 1/10 or 1 out of 10 parts. And for this one, I'm only going to label the parts that I'm talking about. So here I'm talking about 4/10. That's the part that was eaten of my granola bar. And here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm only going to label the parts I'm talking about for this one. This one I have 2/8. So I'm comparing 4/10 and 2/8. I can see visually that 4/10 takes up more space than 2/8, so 4/10 is greater than 2/8. I'm going to use my cross multiplication real quick to check, and I see that 10 times 2 is 20, and 4 times 8 is 32, so this one is greater, so my cross multiplication confirmed that 4/10 is greater than 2/8.